Hi Collective, I'm Sophia with Sacred Wisdom Oracle and I'm back for another reading. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025, but whenever my reading finds you, is one of the messages meant for you. My readings are timeless. So I'm just going to leave this as an open reading. We're going to get right into the cards here in just a second. I am going to ring my bells quickly and say a quick prayer, okay? And then we'll get straight into the cards. Ooh. All right. One more time. All right. Divine angels, ancestors, spirit, and guides, I call upon you to surround myself and the collective with your love, light, and guidance with the highest protection. I ask that only beings of light enter this space, offering wisdom for the collective's highest good. Guide me with clarity, shield me from harm, and help me to see what is needed in this read. All right. Let's see what overall energy we can get out here. Avoidance. Somebody could be avoiding something here. You could be feeling easily discouraged or feeling like you want to give up on something. Or you could be feeling like somebody else is giving up on you, like they are easily discouraged or rejecting you. You could also feel like no honest offer is being made in regards to something here. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, what other information do you have for the collective for this overall energy? Snail pace. So you could be feeling like something is going at a really slow pace here. You could feel like this in regards to a relationship. However, on the positive note of this card, slow and steady wins the race. Can I get some more information, please? And we're going to go through and clarify these in just a second. We have transitional love, not lasting, Mr. and Mrs. right now instead of Mr. and Mrs. right, and jumping from one to another. You could feel like this in regards to a relationship, collective. You could feel like you could feel rejected. You could feel like this person just wanted to be around in the moment, but not forever. And they were really being slow in regards to this relationship. You could have felt like this. You could have had a slow and steady win, like slow and steady wins the race kind of attitude here. With this slow moving relationship, somebody could have said like, I can't be rushed or something, or you could be feeling like this. You could feel like this person is like jumping from one relationship to another, and they're not really making an honest effort. You could be feeling like they're willing to just give up at, for any reason. They're like easily discouraged or looking for reasons to end something or give up on something in regards to a relationship here. You could have a lot of fun times with this person, or they could just be saying, look, I want to keep things casual. And choosing to be single. Wow, this energy is like somebody here could be feeling pressured or wants to stay unattached and available. You could feel like somebody is like breadcrumbing you or stringing you along in a relationship. Let's get one more. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but it could be. On hold, taking a break. Oh my goodness. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have feel it's too late. Time is of the essence. I just heard somebody wants to have a baby, but time is of the essence. Now that could just be for one person, okay? And please do keep in mind this is a collective reading, so one part of the reading may resonate and another part may not, and that's okay. Only take what resonates though, okay? Don't try to make something fit that doesn't make sense for your situation. All right, let's get some clarification. So instead of this feeling like it's unconditional love, you could feel like it's transitional love. So like it's just not lasting. You could feel like this person wants to put you on hold all the time. Like they're there for a good time, not a long time. All right, let's see, where are we gonna go next? Let's find out what is really going on here. All right, Spirit, Holy Angels, I'm gonna split this deck, cut this deck so that way, because it's such a hard deck to shuffle, I just want to make sure it's shuffled well. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get some clarification on avoidance? Ooh, yeah, there's a heavy energy of procrastination here, delaying. Somebody's wanting to delay you following your dreams with something here. They want you to feel like you should, or they want to delay you believing in yourself. Okay, so this doesn't have to be about a relationship. It could be, and we'll get more into this because we're going to do a deep dive here. However, this could also just be in regards to yourself and energy, you know, around you, yourself, what's going on with you, but there's some sort of heavy energy of delaying or somebody wanting you to avoid following your dreams or believing in yourself. Yeah, they want you to just relax and have fun. They don't want you to believe in like your dreams or work on something for your future here. They want you to just like have fun and relax. So you could also, let me see if there's another way this can be read. So you also, okay, so this would also be like you are avoiding something. You could be procrastinating on something, on some type of balance here. You could be just all about, you or someone else could be all about having fun instead of staying balanced. This is interesting energy. Oh my God, you guys, really? Hold on, I don't think this card goes in here. Yeah, okay. You could feel like someone's slippery. Like the deck was slipping out of my hand. Like you could feel like this slippery energy, like someone's trying to avoid something. They're going at a snail's pace. They can't really be reached. They can't really be, they only want to have fun times. They only want to go on vacation. Instead of being in balance, all they want to do is like go and see what the possibilities are for them outside of this relationship. They could be concealing something here. They could be hiding something. They could be being deceptive. They could be partying all the time. We have getting a room. They could be doing things behind the scenes here in a hotel room, putting distance between you and them. So this energy, I'm getting like really gross vibes from this energy, guys. I'm sorry. So this could be somebody you are divorced from, or that has ghosted you or separated from you. They're avoiding you. They could be like living in a hotel room. They could be hiding things. And either you are salty, bitter, and angry, or they are. They maybe have put distance between you. They could be acting bitter, angry, petty about something. Clarify snail pace. You could feel like this relationship or this situation is moving at a snail's pace. This person could be saying, don't rush me. Watching shit go down. Enjoying the gossip. Oh my gosh, enjoying the gossip, and then gossip, rumor, and nosy comes out with sipping. There's a lot of gossip going on here. Somebody's maybe spreading rumors. Ooh, and there could be some sort of bad, like, this could be a bad choice. There could be some type of consequences coming down on somebody for doing this. They could be wanting, they could be giving you mixed signals. Glow up, new opportunities, new career, successful business. Somebody could be like talking crap on somebody's successful business. Or you could be saying, look, I'm going to go look for new opportunities. Or they could be threatening this. Or something here that's leaving you puzzled and confused. You could be hearing rumors that this person is looking for other opportunities in a relationship, and you could be like perplexed because you thought that this person was with like in it with you. Hold on, I gotta put my glasses on so I can see these cards from far away. So you could be puzzled about the situation because you thought this person was Mr. or Mrs. Right now, and or Mr. or Mrs. Right. But you could be finding out that they're jumping from one person to another. They could say that they're rejecting these offers, but they may not be. You're getting the impression that they're not really making an effort here, that they're just interested in fun times. They could even be coming to you saying, like, I want to take a break. And it's because they want to look for new opportunities. They want to slow down. They want to stop and smell the roses. Or when I see this card, I think about smelling somebody. This is, no, I can't even say it. They want to stop and smell somebody's roses. I'll just put it that way. So yeah, so you could be feeling like there's an issue here with somebody keeping a promise. They could be saying, look, don't rush me. And you could say, well, there's going to be consequences for this situation. There's going to be consequences. Like you're playing games, you're sending me mixed signals, and this is leaving me perplexed. And you're not keeping a promise. And this person could be acting like bitter or angry, or you could even be. Clarify transitional love. Whatever the situation is, this is not lasting. They could be giving you like a fake apology. Yeah, because they have done something here that has shattered the situation. They have broken some type of trust, perhaps. They have destroyed this relationship by jumping from one person to another. So they could have done some type of like cheating behind the scenes. And you're tired of the drama. You just want happiness and joy. You could just be like, just be honest with me. Like, just tell me the truth so I can move on. I'm tired of this drama. And then we have missing you, let's talk. Longing for you, reunion. This could be where your happiness is having a reunion with them. I don't know. Let's get some more information. Love affair. They did something behind the scenes here that created a whole bunch of drama that shattered you. It broke up the relationship. They were jumping from one person to another, just having fun times. Trying to keep things casual and having a fun connection. You could have felt like this was what they did to you, that it was just a love affair, like you were just their dirty little secret. Interesting. Clarify fun times. Yeah. Someone's in their feels because somebody was toxic and drama. Incompatible. So you guys are just incompatible. You're just supposed to be around to have a fun time with each other. So you're cutting ties. You want to be free from the situation. You're standing up and awakening to the situation. And you deserve better than this anyway. Yeah, because this person's egotistical. They are just an opportunist, narcissist that you're awakening to. You could, this is apology. Like, you could just feel like this is the second card that comes out in regards to a fake apology. And that's because this person's a narcissist. They're insincere. They don't care about their rash actions. All while you're over here with your hopes and dreams, daydreaming that this could work out. But you could be awakening to this like delusion, like quite literally, that they've created here. And it is a delusion that they created because they're lying to you, stringing you along. Because why? They're a psychopath. They only care about themselves. They're unpredictable. They're not only a psychopath, but they're a psycho-narcissist. Clingy ex. Could be a feminine energy, or you are a feminine energy who's suffering in silence. Because this person broke a contract. They could have even tried to trap you. Or you feel like you have no other option other than to divorce this person at this point. Because you're suffering in silence. You could have been really gentle, mothering to this person, nurturing. And now you realize that this person is just an old ex. This relationship is over with. They're just they're just going back to their old ways. Probably because they're insecure. And now you're like paranoid. Wow, that was a lot of information that fell out of the deck. So this taking a break could be So you, okay, so you could be taking a break, but this could actually be like a divorce. You could be really burned out from this. You could feel like you have no other options here other than to divorce this person. You could be doing this out of being guarded and cautious of this ex. And you could be a feminine energy. Flip and switch the roles though, okay? It could be the other way around. Clarify independent. Wow, these cards are coming out in like groups. So yeah, so clarifying independent, the first card that came out was masculine energy. So you could be this feminine energy that this masculine's putting on hold. They want to be independent. They're choosing to be single here, collective. Living life freely, unattached and unavailable. There's no other way to read this. There's, you know, I wish I could say, you know, flip and switch the roles, but dang, it's pretty clear you're feminine, and this person who's playing games, who's stringing you along, who's having this avoidant behavior here is saying, don't rush me, don't do this. Like, they're just Mr. Right now. They're jumping from one person to another. They're not making an honest effort. And you could be like easily discouraged in result of this situation, but you know this person's a narcissist psycho. Oh, so now we have antisocial as well. So we have psychopath and antisocial. Leaving you out, silent treatment. Now, I'm not a doctor, but antisocial personality disorder is also the clinical term for psychopathy. Okay? So this person is like textbook psychopath narcissist. This masculine. Sorry, masculines. For my masculines out there, I'm not trying to pick on you guys. Just, you know, reading it as it is coming out. This person wanted you to feel rejected and all alone. And broken. I don't know what's happened here in this situation, you guys, but this is so toxic. There could have been so many arguments and so much drama coming out in this relationship. Truly, I mean, if this was a personal reading, I would say exactly what the card is saying here. You guys are so incompatible. The bottom here, it says incompatible. And then on top of that, we have cutting ties. Like, I think that this is a really unhealthy relationship. I'm so sorry to have to say this, because nobody wants to hear that somebody that they love and they've committed to is like this. I mean, I think in life we all deal with somebody on some level that is like this. I mean, I would hope not, but unfortunately it's the real world. Yeah, you're emotionally intelligent. You know what's up. Clarify independent. Oh, wow. Legal, lawyers, paperwork, court. So this is like right next to divorce. So you're emotionally intelligent. You're smart. You're like, no, we're divorcing. I'm done. Whatever this person has done, you're over it. You may have hired an attorney. All right, I think I'm going to switch decks. Because you're over your head. You had to hire an attorney here. If you haven't, you may need to, because you're over your head. You could be overextended, feeling like you're at rock bottom. You could feel like you're drowning in issues here with this person. All right. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get some information that's not already out here? Information for the collective in regards to this reading that is not already on the board. Clarify avoidance. Clarify avoidance. Oh, okay, here we go. Avoidance of marriage. Avoiding the sacred union. Putting distance between you and this person. I'm getting this person has avoided this marriage here. And they could only have money. I can't talk for some reason. They could only have money on their mind here in the future. Or you do. No, okay. I'm getting that they only had money on their mind and you're all about inner growth. You're all about being whole. Competition, the other woman. Okay, so this is clarifying getting a room, deception, betrayal. They could have even gone on vacation with somebody else, another woman. They could have been focused on this other woman because of a money situation. They thought this was a possibility. Yeah, they thought this love with this person was a possibility. What? Now they want to reconcile, or either that, or they're trying to reconcile with an ex that they were married to. Wow. And this is why they keep disappearing. This is why they may have ghosted you. Because they were spending time in a hotel room with another woman, maybe going on vacation. This could have had to do with money. It could have had to do with them being married to this person, or they didn't want to be divorced from this person because it was going to cost them money. But I'm getting that they tried to rebuild something with this person. You could have noticed that they were following this person on social media or watching them on social media. Change, transition. Legal matters, disputes. So yeah, whatever the situation is, this is transitioning to legal matters. Now, you could have said, you could have told this person, okay, first of all, you could have heard some type of rumors about what was going on with this person. This was like leaving you puzzled. And you could have told this person, if I find out you're doing XYZ, I'm keeping a promise that we will be getting divorced. You will have legal matters. I mean, this is what it's coming out here. It may or may not be your situation. Again, take what resonates. But this could be what you said would be the consequences for their bad choices. If they went out and looked for new opportunities here with Glow Up, there would be consequences. This would be consequence for their bad choice. So you could be like puzzled as to why this person is doing this. Clarify snail pace. One more, thank you. Responsibilities. Okay, so this is single parent. You could have kids with this person. And this is why there's legal issues and disputes happening here. Because you're like, I'm now a single parent. I have responsibilities. You're gonna have to start paying for your child. Or if you're gonna go back and be in this relationship then and reconcile with this person, then you're gonna have to handle your responsibilities. And this could be like a major dispute here. Okay, so I didn't get a chance to get it out, but this is clarifying transitional love. Love affair, tired of drama, secret admirer, fake apology. Let me get some more information. You could be having the courage and strength here to handle the situation. Somebody could have a secret admirer on social media. You could. You may not be at the point where you're ready to date right now. But you could be like forcing yourself to have the courage and the strength to get out and date through this whole thing. Somebody could be reaching out to you saying they miss you and they want to talk to you. It could be this person or it could be somebody new. It could be a friend. Okay. Clarify fun times. Ooh. This says, enemy, watch your back. I don't like this. So we have secret admirer, social media, missing you, let's talk reunion, friend, influences, enemy, watch your back. Oh, collective. Now, obviously, this is something that you have to decide on, okay? If this is something that you're dealing with, I'm not here to tell you one way or the other what you should do in this situation, but you might want to watch your back with this person. Just, you know, don't go into things automatically thinking this person is not on your side. But you have to keep in mind, if you have some sort of legal disputes happening here, or some type of paperwork filed with the courts or legal issues here, and you're going through a divorce, you really never know what somebody is capable of, okay? So be very careful about who you tell your personal information to, because this person who's coming in pretending to be friends with you on social media could be literally trying to keep tabs on you. Pretending to be like a friend or a secret admirer, but they're actually an enemy. Wow, this sucks. I'm sorry. I've kind of been through something like this, not the divorce part or anything, but when you have legal issues going on, you really can never trust what's going on behind the scenes. If people are just contacting you out of the blue and you're like, they're asking a lot of questions or they're prying into your personal business, just be aware that this could be something that could happen. And don't give people too much information. Keep your happiness and joy and your healing to yourself. All right, clarify fun times. Travel. You could be daydreaming about experiencing new things. You could be looking to buy a new home. Now that you're like awakening to this toxicity that's been going on here. Insecurity, self-esteem. So you could be wanting to have a fun new connection here, even if it's like casual, but you could be feeling a little bit insecure and in your feelings about this, but daydreaming about it at the same time. Daydreaming about having a new experience other than this psychopath narcissist. What else does a collective need to know here? I mean, I don't need to tell you what's going on with insecurities or whatever, but you could be heartbroken and shattered from what this soulmate did to you. But you, on like the positive side of things, you could have somebody coming in here that you're going to be able to experience new things with. But you could be daydreaming about a soulmate that lasts through the good and the bad. But you could be having a hard time with this. You could be feeling insecure because you're still feeling shattered and heartbroken from what you've gone through. And I'm so sorry. All right, let's clarify on hold. Now, remember, this on hold card says taking a break, and then what comes out is divorce. So, somebody here, it could be your person, wants to take a break on this divorce. We have realizations. So you could be realizing that, okay, so remember earlier I said that this masculine energy could be independent. Now, again, flip it really seriously. If you are masculine energy, you may be wanting to be independent. If you are feminine energy, you may be having a realization. This does not have to be exactly how I said it, okay? Because it is a collective reading. Now, somebody here could be having a spiritual awakening, realizations about a clingy ex. Could be a masculine or a feminine, okay? I'm not going to speak on it because it could really, truly go both ways. Now, earlier when I was speaking about what I was speaking about, it could have been that way. But just, again, take it for how it resonates for your situation. Something here, okay, somebody has gone through so much pain and hurt, agonizing pain in this relationship, that it's actually created a spiritual awakening. Agonizing pain and hurt has created this spiritual awakening, and you have been suffering in silence, either dealing with a feminine energy or you are a feminine energy. Now, somebody here again wants to put this divorce on hold or take a break from it. It could be because they're trapped. This could be like their only way out, is what I just heard. Oh my gosh. And underneath this, we have proposal and commitment. So this relationship is what's really created this hurt and agonizing pain. And somebody could be actually trying to propose. This is getting really messy. Let me get some more information. Family security, third-party interference. So you could be finding out that there was a third party, that's why there's been issues with your family. This is why you may have filed for divorce. I think I said that earlier. Yeah, this person has massive regrets for what they did here with this third party. And now you could be paranoid that this person's going to do this again and maybe have filed for divorce. And this person, whoever is on the opposite end of this, who wants to like cling on to this relationship here, wants to put this relation or this divorce on hold. And you could be paranoid and feel like you have no other options. Wow, this is, wow. Can I get some more information for on hold? This person is a player. You could be reflecting on this person being a player, collective. You could even be asking for some type of divine intervention. This person could have thought the grass was greener on the other side, except for they then realized that it was just fake. Yeah, this new love. They thought that this new love was the grass is greener. Clarify independent, please. Compromise, making changes. So this masculine energy may be trying to make changes because they don't want legal issues or legal ramifications for what they've done. Because of what they did, they broke your trust. So they may be wanting to make compromises now because they cheated and broke your trust, and now they're dealing with legal ramifications. I mean, it's starting to become repetitive, so it's quite clear here. So either you are masculine energy or you're dealing with a masculine energy who cheated and broke your trust. Yeah, all they wanted to do was have fun and party. Maybe they committed and they were like too young. They needed to like actually, oh wow, yes. They had, just as I was saying, unfinished business. They were too young like to commit, or they, either that or they failed to mature, they failed to grow up. All they cared about was having fun. They broke your trust and cheated. Now they want to compromise because of what they did, leaving you isolated, leaving you alone, rejecting you. But what they did was self-inflicted. And again, you could have been forced to get legal assistance here because you needed somebody to look for what was hidden. Maybe you needed somebody to do an investigation to see what this person was really hiding behind the scenes. Yeah, you had an inner knowing. You had an intuition that this person was up to no good. Wow. And you want information about, did I show you that right? I feel like it was upside down. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, you had an inner knowing this person was cheating, so you went and got legal advice, or you needed to, that they were shape-shifting around the situation. They were a snake. They were a liar. I'm so sorry, collective. One more. We have divine feminine. Her. Interesting. So you could be dealing with divine feminine, or you are the divine feminine here. That's shattered. Can I get one more? Yeah, you're shattered because of this person's third party. They weren't showing their true self. Or it could be this divine feminine had a third party and wasn't showing their true self. So again, make sure you just take it how it resonates for your situation, okay? I'm not trying to sway one way or the other of who this was. Okay, let's move on. Where are we on time? Sorry guys, just give me a second. I'm trying to decide which deck I want to use. Yeah, let's use this one. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get some clarification? Something that's not out on the board already that the collective needs to know about this situation. Actually, in order to see these cards, I guess I need my glasses. I thought I could get away without them. All right. This soulmate could be like a covert narcissist. Clarify avoidance. Yeah, they're toxic. They could be addicted to adrenaline and drama. They could be literally addicted to the adrenaline and drama associated with cheating. Lusting. All while they're coming in covertly manipulating and trying to convince you that you really both want the same thing. because they're unhealed and they're sabotaging this relationship because they have unhealed wounds. They could have childhood like trauma that's unhealed. They could be saying that this relationship, that they love you so much that they are nervous and excited and they just make the wrong decisions. Or they just struggle to tell you how they feel, you know, at all. Clarify. Oh, damn. Okay. Guilt and superficial. So this person's guilty. So they're silent because they're guilty. They have butterflies in their stomach. Why? Because they're guilty. They do this because they have unhealed wounds. They're superficial. They like superficial things in people. They like the way people look. They like the way people make them feel or make them look. Clarify snail piece. Wow, this is all coming like full circle here in this reading. So yeah, so this situation is just overwhelming here. You could be overthinking this a lot. Yeah, you could, this situation has caused you a lot of harm. And it's funny because this overwhelm card says, I overthink this connection and it scares me. And then danger comes out. It scares you. This person could scare you, collective. You may have reasons to feel scared about this person. They could have even threatened you with legal issues. They could have, oh my gosh. Remember, we have single parent and legal issues here. And change right above that. And keeping a promise. This person could have promised you that they would take your child from you. So if you said, you know, if you guys have kids together and you are fighting about things and you are dealing with getting a divorce, this person may have come in and actually said these things behind your back. You could have heard these in the form of rumors that this person would keep a promise to give you legal matters if you divorce them and take the child. They promised that this change would transpire. And so this is leaving you overwhelmed, and this person is like literally dangerous. And they could have said that this would be the consequence if you divorce them. This is sick. Yeah, you could feel like this is a very familiar situation. You could have actually dealt with this in a past life before. And this could be why it's so triggering for you. This is horrible. I'm so sorry. Clarify transitional love. String along. This is clarifying not lasting. String along. Haven't I been saying this? I said like breadcrumbing or stringing you along. You could have found out that this person just wanted you for sex. We have divine timing. Trust your journey. Trust in your journey. You are on the right track. So trust yourself when it comes to this situation, okay? Third party. So stringing along, third party. Now, I just got something else. This could be read a different way. So you could actually have been this person's third party. They could have been married and then told you that you were and that you were it, and this is the reason why they have been stringing you along, because they actually have somebody else that they have had a relationship with, or this third party, this ex, is interfering in this relationship. Yeah, they could have said like, you're special to me, like I love you. But really there was somebody else here. Regardless of the situation, there could have been somebody else that originated with this person and they were like married to at one point. They could have been an ex. They could, or, you know, it could be, you could be the third party and not know about this old person, or they had a third party and they're stringing you along. You know, you have to use your discernment here to decipher what the situation is, and hopeful. I'm open to seeing where this goes. So again, we've got special and hopeful. You're becoming somebody special to me, and I'm open to seeing where this goes. So this could, you know, this could be any of the situations I just stated. Clarify fun times. Sacrifice. There are things we must shed to make space for this connection. So this person could have just been like, they could have had somebody else when they met you, whether they were married to them or not. I don't know, you guys. Take it how it resonates. And just so you guys know, I'm having trouble talking because I have my clear retainers in, and they just made an adjustment a couple days ago. So I'm still having I'm still kind of lispy and having a hard time talking. So my sincere apologies. So ego. So again, we have ego clarifying psychopath, narcissistic apology. Sacrifice, cutting ties. Drama, arguments, incompatible. Pain and hooked. You're mine and I cannot let go. My obsession for you is unhealthy. OMG. So you could be cutting ties with this person who seems obsessed for this situation because they're a psycho narcissist, giving you fake apologies, and you're awakening to this. Taboo. So yeah, this person could be hooked on having taboo-like relationships, things that just excite them, that are superficial. They could be guilty of this. And this is leaving you confused, or they're confused, one or the other. Clarify on hold. Y'all, we have so many cards out here. Okay, so this says progress. I'm close to sharing my thoughts and feelings with you. But they're not. They may be close to it, but they're not. They could be saying in divine timing, they'll share their feelings with you, but this person's a player. They may be trying to have you have renewed hope for this love. And feeling like there's progress, so you will put this divorce on hold. They may be wanting to have you trapped here. I just heard trap with a baby. So they could be trying to keep you feeling trapped in this situation. We have truth and troubled. This person could have some type of troubled truth here. I may hurt you through my own pain. I want you to know how I really feel. This is wild. So, yeah. This could be the progress here that this person's wanting to share with you, that they're troubled and that they hurt you through because of their pain, and they want you to know how they really feel, and this could be so they can continue to keep a family with you, so you won't divorce them and you'll keep the divorce on hold. you could feel like others, like your family may not approve of this situation either. Or you don't approve of this situation. I mean, and then this anonymous card says, I haven't made myself or my feelings known yet. So this person is like back and forth all over the place here. But they don't need to verbally tell you how they feel because their actions have said it all, right? I mean, everything that they've done, the toxicity, the bad choices, the third parties. We have third party out in 3 different decks now. Getting a room with somebody, a third party, perhaps being married before, maybe not. But we've got legal issues out here in two decks. Third party out here, stringing along. I mean, it's pretty clear. Off limits. My feelings for you are forbidden because I'm unavailable. So there you have it. This person's unavailable because they're doing things behind the scene. Their mind is not on the same track as yours is with this relationship, as we saw in the beginning. This is not a lasting love. They could be jumping from one person to another. Not being honest, not making an honest effort. Only wanting to have fun. They're being led by their addiction to you. And we have desperate. And this person's holding a credit card. This always baffles me when I see this card. They're laying there like half naked, obviously in bed with their laptop and a credit card. You could have walked in on this person like on their laptop, making plans to get a room with somebody else. Wow, I don't know. It's here though. And then we have pining. I've wanted you for so long. So this person is just saying all these things. They could be saying, they could have been wanting to move too fast. And this is coming out, moving too fast, but then we also have this other card that says slow moving relationship. Slow and steady wins the race. So it could be, I said in the beginning that you could have been moving too fast and they could have been wanting to slow things down, but it really could have been switched as well. So, take it how it resonates, okay? But they could have been moving too fast, saying, I know exactly what I want, acting really desperate, saying that they've wanted you for so long. But there's something here about a third party. Chemistry between somebody else and them. You could have chemistry with them. And this could be why you guys move so fast. And then this card came out and it says, only you behind it, and then encore on the front here. So it says, this is our last chance to make this work. They want only you. They have chemistry for you. They could be moving fast, acting desperate because they don't, and wanting you to put the divorce on hold. And you're like, no, this isn't what I expected. You're super surprised by this situation. Now you could be trying to dodge this situation here. Avoiding this connection because it makes you feel uncomfortable. Or, flip and switch it the roles depending on how it resonates. You could be just being like, I just want to be friends now. Or they are. And I only have eyes for you, so it's out. It was, on the bottom of the deck. And then we have incoming. I'm preparing to send you a message. So take this how it resonates, okay, collective? Clarify independent. Bewitched. I'm pulling you in through acts of magic. They could be like Okay, so bewitched is just like another word for like manipulated, right? So they could be just like manipulating you. Like I was saying, they could be acting desperate. They could be saying like, it's you and only you. This person you could actually have broke up with this person at one point or are broke up with them on repeat. Yeah, it's just a cycle. They keep manipulating you like at clockwork, on clockwork here. Like on a cycle. They could be saying that they're leveling up for you. And this could just be like a cycle that just keeps going on and on and on. Yeah, they could be wanting to return for a second chance. So you could have said, I'm filing for divorce. I just want to be friends. And this person's acting desperate, pining for you, saying, we have so much chemistry, you know, forget about all the drama and the arguments and the incompatibility. I apologize, you know, but they're a narcissist psychopath here apologizing, right? They could be saying like, I'm hooked on you. You could be finding out this person's just obsessed. And it's all because they want to return. So they want this divorce on hold, or they want this breaking of this contract on hold. They could even be like wanting to give you a gift, or saying like, you're such a gift, like, you know, like manipulation. And this is leaving you wanting to dodge this connection. It makes you feel really uncomfortable that this person is now like talking about how in love they are with you and that how you have their heart and it's only you and they want to return. But this is just a cycle. You're being asked to look for what's hidden, what's going on, like reading between the lines here. This person is just shape-shifting. You have an inner knowing of this, collective. You know this person has cheated and broken your trust with a third party. They're just wearing masks. They're showing who they really are. They've already shown who they really are. And now they've wanted to have party and have fun, right? And now they want to compromise. You know, you have to make your own decision here, but, you know, 6th sense. You intuitively know that this is not probably the best situation for you. All right, we're about out of time here. So let's get some signs. And then we will close out with a positive message or two. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels. Okay, can we get some signs here of either you, collective, or them, okay, and or anyone else who could be involved here. Now, these could also be like a month in which something transpired, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, so it could be, you know, anywhere in your birth chart. Pisces, Aquarius, intuition. Aquarius, individuality. Somebody could be born on the 11th or the 12th of the month. Something could be significant about 2011 and 2012. We have Scorpio. Somebody could be born in August 20th, 11th or 12th to be like exact, but it doesn't have to be. Something could be significant. Yeah, I just said 2011, 2012, and now 20 came out. So with this moon card, this could be a Cancer, or something secretive could have happened in Pisces, Aquarius, or Scorpio season. Some continuous cycle here could have happened. So you may even have like notes or something on what's gone on, or there could have been some type of transformation that transpired in Aquarius, Pisces, or Scorpio, or Cancer season. Virgo and Cancer. So Cancer season is out now. Heavy Cancer. Somebody could be born in 1964. Somebody could be born in June 4th, 8th, 11th, 12th, or 20th. Or somebody could be born April 6th, 8th, 11th, 12th, or 20th. Somebody could be born November 4th, 6th, 8th, or 12th, or 20th. And somebody could be born December 11th, December 4th, 6th, 8th, or 20th. And we have Capricorn on the bottom of the deck. Somebody could also be born on the 10th of the month, October 4th, 6th, 8th, 11th, 12th, or 20th, or 21st. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Let's close out here with some positive messages from this Akashic Records Oracle deck. And if you guys like the way I read, please do like the reading. And if you feel like anybody could benefit from this message, you have the option to share the message as well. And of course, I would love you guys to subscribe if you would like. And I'm really sorry if you're dealing with this. I do hope that this reading has brought some type of clarification or just some type of confirmation to something you're already aware of. All right, Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, can we get a few positive messages here to close out this reading for the collective? Soul's Whisper. Your soul is whispering its deepest desires and truths to you. In the quiet moments, listen closely. It's guiding you towards your authentic path. So this is just further clarification that you need to trust your inner knowing. You need to trust your intuition. Trust in your discernment, okay? Your soul is whispering to you what the truth is. Your soul is reaching out to you. Reach out. You've isolated yourself and are trying to do everything on your own. It's okay to ask for help. So reach out to ask for support at this time. And you can reach out and ask for support. It doesn't I mean, it can be anybody, any, person, family, friend, whichever. But you can also reach out and ask your divine team for support. And, there's a group of people that I can trust more than any human being on the planet, moreover than family, friend. It's my divine team. If I have situations where I really, really need help with something and I need to hand over what I'm dealing with so that way I can be present, in the 3D in order to show up for the life that I have to live, we all have to live every day, I will hand it over to my divine team and I trust them immensely. So if you've never tried that before, it works. It works, okay? So just maybe it's time to reach out to your divine team and ask for some support. Take the high road. You are at an impasse with a relationship or situation. It's now time to think bigger. Release desired outcomes and take the most positive course of action. So this situation is really heavy. If this is your situation and you resonate with this, at this point and this time, after this reading, to sum it all up, maybe it's time for you, since you realize you're at an impasse with this relationship and all the things that have transpired, maybe it's time for you to take the high road in this relationship or situation. Think bigger and release any kind of desired outcome, right? Because that's going to be the most positive course of action for you. It will help you to stand up and be free of this psychopath narcissist here, right? That is toxic and bringing you so much drama. So take the high road. In the end, it's hard. It's really hard to not buy into the drama, you know? But this is the thing, is when people are desperate for whatever reason here, they're going to try to get you to engage in the drama and in the toxicity, right? And that getting a response is what actually gets people to feed off of your energy. That's what an energy vampire is. So when somebody tries to reach out to you to create some type of total drama and suck you in, to siphon energy off of you, okay? So that's what people do. That's really toxic. And when you decide to step away from that and take the high road, maybe even reaching out for your divine team to help you, even if it's something that they can do, like to help you have strength, praying to God the Most High, to your divine team, to your angels, to give you the strength to not buy into these things, because people will say and do whatever they can to trigger you in order to get you to buy into their drama, to talk to them. And it just turns into a relentless cycle, okay? Inner peace. So yeah, this is going to help you to have some inner peace. You are letting outside circumstances create turmoil and frustration within you. Remember, you always have the power to choose your response. What was I just saying? Let inner peace attract a higher vibrational outcome for you. So when you don't buy into the drama, when you don't buy into these energy vampires trying to siphon energy off of you, you will have inner peace. You always have the power to choose your response. And in the end, you will feel so good when you don't respond to this. It's one of the hardest things that a person has to do, but let me tell you, it's so empowering. Okay, let's just get a couple more. Pay attention. You're being asked to pay extra close attention to the signs you are being given, both the subtle ones and the ones that can't be missed. These signs will help you see how to best move forward in order to live your best life, collective. So pay attention to these signs. Pay attention to these signs so you can take the high road, all right? Reach out and ask for strength from your divine team, which this will bring inner peace, choice. You are being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you are going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that's right for you. The time is now. So you may need to be making a choice when it comes to this divorce, when it comes to this person, when it comes to you putting up with some type of toxic behavior. Maybe you're being asked to reassess things. With reassess, you're being asked to take stock of your life and let go of anything or anyone that no longer makes you happy. Notice who and what brings you joy and who and what does not. It's time for some life cleanup. And I'm going to leave it there. I really think that even though this reading is heavy and it touches on things that nobody wants to have to deal with or look at when it comes to relationships or how you've been treated, But all in all, at the end of this reading, I'm getting very much of an empowerment feel. And that's my goal with these readings, is always to leave you empowered. However, I know that this information can be heavy, and I say this a lot at the end of my readings, but just know that you do have the support of your divine team. You do have it within you to be strong. And if you don't, pray to the Most High, to your angels, and to your divine team to help you have the strength to make it through and put just one foot in front of the other. If not for today, but for just for the hour. Okay, each individual hour will turn into a day, which will then turn into a week and then a month. And after a month, after 28 days, it's not habit anymore. Habits disappear after like 21 to 28 days. So if you are in a situation where you feel like you don't know how you're going to make it through this, just start small. Start small with 1 hour at a time, even 1 minute at a time. And then after about a month of showing up for yourself and taking care of your needs and yourself, it will start to feel more normal. And whatever has been habit that you have been involved in the past will then start to kind of wash away with time. All right? I know it's not easy. I know it's so hard. I have been there as well. But just keep your head up and just know that there are people out there that are proud of you. I'm proud of you and I love you. If you don't hear that, just know that you are loved, and perfect strangers can love and care about you. And sometimes we feel like we're all alone, and just hearing those words mean a lot. So I just want you to know that. And I pray for my collective every single day. So I hope you guys know that you are cared for. And I know it's hard, but just start small, and eventually things will start to feel better. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. I hope you guys are well. Stay warm and stay safe right now with the cold weather in the US. And I will see you on the next one. All right. Bye.